Have you ever wanted to skip your cycle? You know it's coming up, you've got a big event going on, and you don't need that period to be there. Well, this episode is just for you. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Renita White, a board-certified OBGYN and women's health expert. This is a place where we talk all about your body and advocating for your health. Each Friday I release an episode that's about a new topic related to women's health, periods, pap smears, anything that you ever wanted to know about your body. So if you want more information like this, let me know. Comment below with topics you'd love to hear about. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell so you're up to date with episodes every Friday. So let's get into it. We've all been there. You've got a big event coming. Maybe it's a wedding. Maybe it's a big trip with your girlfriends. Or maybe you just don't want to have a period during the biggest presentation that you've got going on with work. So what do you do about it? This is a very common question I get in my office all the time about if there's a way to stop or delay your cycle. So what do? I promise you there are some options. So let's say that you are already on a birth control method. There are options of what you can do. If you are on a birth control pill, then there is a possibility to stop your cycle by skipping the placebo. So when you look at your birth control pack, there are usually 4 weeks of pills. They may be different colors or something to indicate to you when the placebo is, but the last set of pills, whether it's the last week or the last 4 of the lighter color, are generally the placebo pill. If you know you have a cycle coming when a big event's going on, what you typically would do is skip over the placebo pills and go straight to the next pack of active pills. So let's say it's 1 week before your period's expected, and you know that that's gonna be during the time of this event. Once you finish that last active pill, you can go ahead and discard the placebo pills. Again, those colored pills at the last bit. You can go ahead and discard those placebo pills and start the next pack right away. This tells your body that it's time to keep making hormones as opposed to having a drop in your hormone levels that lead to your cycle. Let's say you're on something like the patch or the NuvaRing. Well, the patch is something that you usually replace once a week, and the 4th week of the month, you stop using it to have a period. If you know you have a big event coming on, you can, instead of not using the patch, go ahead and put on a new patch. So you just skip that period of time where you would have not had a patch on. By doing this, your body never gets a signal to have a period. If you're using something like the NuvaRing, you can do the same exact thing. So you expect that period coming on. Instead of taking that NuvaRing out the week that you normally would for your period, take it out, but put a new one right back in. So using something like the pill, the patch, or the ring are some easy ways that you can manipulate your pills in order to prevent that period from coming, ultimately delaying it until the next time. There are very important things that you have to consider when doing this. For one, you have to make sure that you're using your medication as is typically prescribed. So for pill users, if you normally take your pill each day, but then you might miss a pill here, forget a pill there, you may be at higher risk for an unplanned pregnancy or irregular spotting. So it's really important that you take your pill every day and you're just skipping the placebo week and going straight to the next active pill. Same goes with the patch and the ring. If you accidentally forget to put a patch on 1 week, or you're not great about placing your NuvaRing on time, then you may be at high risk of an unplanned pregnancy or irregular spotting, which ultimately defeats the purpose of trying to delay your menses. Other things to keep in mind with the pill, patch, or ring is that this is usually something you do for a limited period of time. Though it's safe to not have a period at all and constantly skip your placebos, the longer you do that, the more likely you're gonna have irregular spotting that become an annoyance. So if you're trying to do this for a specific event, definitely make sure that you do this for this time period and then let yourself have the period afterward to get back on track. Now, let's say that you're not on any form of birth control right now, but you do wanna skip your cycle. There's a medicine that you can use to do this. This is called progesterone or progestin. Progestin is the synthetic version of progesterone, which is the hormone your body makes to sustain a pregnancy, and that level drops when it's time to have a cycle. So if you're not already on a birth control, you can talk to your doctor about prescribing you a prescription of progestin in order to delay your cycle. It works similarly to those who are on a birth control. So common prescriptions include Provera or norethindrone acetate. So these medications are something that you would take daily until you get through that event. So again, let's say you have this event next week and that's when your period is supposed to be. Well, 5 days before this event's gonna be, when the period was gonna start taking one of these prescriptions. Depending on which prescription will determine how it's dosed. So one may be taking that medicine daily up until the event comes, or another prescription may be taking it 2 to 3 times a day, but talk to your doctor about what the right prescription instructions would be. With this type of medication, you take it daily and it sends the signal to your body that it's not yet time to have a period. But once you stop that medicine, that's when your period's gonna come on. So you take the prescription until you're ready to have that cycle, whether it's the end of that vacation or the wedding's over. And then once you stop it, a few days later, your body will get the signal to say, time to have a cycle. From there, you go on to whatever's normal for you with your cycles. So if you're not on a birth control pill or any kind of method, after you stop this medicine that you took to delay your cycle, your period will come the next month as it would have. These options are generally temporary, so not something that you're gonna do every month, but can be a great and safe way to delay your cycle until the time comes. So what are the side effects of taking this medication? Well, it may be similar to things that you may get if you were to take a type of birth control method. It is normal to get a little bit of bloating, breast tenderness can happen for some. Rarely do people get headaches or mood changes, but these are really low risk to get. And especially because you're taking it for a shortened period of time, usually you'll go back to normal once these things are out of your system. So if you're trying to delay your cycle until you can get through your big event or whatever you have going on in life where you don't need your period to be in the way, talk to your healthcare provider about these options. And I hope this helped. So stay tuned for the next episode next Friday. Let me know what you want to hear. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.